Our today's topic is macrophage plasticity and polarization in tissue repair and remodeling. Our presenters are Dr. Jarin Tasnim Korobi and Dr. Raida Fairuz. Both are from first year phase A student, Department of Pathology. And the panelists are Dr. Ismo Tara and Dr. Umme Hani Samia Alam. Both are from second year phase A student, and the resident chairperson is Dr. Sadia Afroz, fourth year phase B resident. This presentation is under supervision of Dr. Soumitra Chakraborty, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, BSMMU. Now we will focus on the program schedule. Starting with the main presentation, after the presentation, there will be a question answer session. The residence teachers are invited to ask questions, and then we will have short speeches from panelists 1 and 2 and from resident chairperson. In the second part of the program, we will have session from our respected chairman madam and from our respected teachers. Now we will proceed to the presentation part. I would like to request Dr. Jarin Tasnim Korobi and Dr. Raida Fairuz to present their presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tahsin Rahman, Honorable Chairman, respected teachers, and my dear colleagues. Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Jarin Tasnim Korobi, PR1, Phase A resident, Department of Pathology, BSMMU. Welcome you all to our journal club presentation. Our today's topic is macrophage plasticity and polarization in tissue repair and remodeling. Mononuclear phagocytes are essential element in the orchestration and expression of innate immunity and adaptive immune responses. They play a role in inflammation and host defense, homeostatic functions, tissue remodeling during ontogenesis, and regulation of metabolism. Macrophage plasticity and polarization. Mirroring the helper T cell 1 or helper T cell 2 nomenclature, macrophages undergo two different polarization states: the classically activated M1 phenotype and the alternatively activated M2 phenotype. Classically activated M1. It is induced by interferon gamma alone or in concert with the microbial stimuli, that is lipopolysaccharide, or by cytokines. Example, tumor necrosis factor and granulocyte macrophage colony stimulating factor. Classically activated M1 have interleukin 12 high, interleukin 23 high, and interleukin 10 low phenotype. On the other hand, alternatively activated M2 macrophages are generally induced by interleukin 4 and interleukin 13. Now it is known that many other cytokines, for example, interleukin 33, interleukin 21, etc., can also govern M2 polarization. The various forms of M2 share an interleukin 12 low, interleukin 23 low, and interleukin 10 high phenotype. Macrophages can also be polarized into an M2-like state, which shares some but not all signature features of the cells. Various stimuli result in M2-like functional phenotypes that share properties with interleukin 4 or interleukin 13 activated macrophages. For example, immune complexes together with lipopolysaccharide or interleukin 1, glucocorticoids, transforming growth factor beta, and interleukin 10. Here is a schematic representation of the role of macrophage in tissue repair and remodeling. Tissue damage, hypoxia, allergy, infection, that is parasite, cancer, all stimulate macrophage to be polarized into an M2 or M2-like state. These polarized macrophages produce some cytokine, chemokine, lipid mediators, and growth factors for resolution of inflammation, angiogenesis, lymphangiogenesis, and extracellular matrix remodeling. Interaction with stem or precursor cells. M2-like macrophages and their mediators promoted the growth of human mesenchymal stem cells. Macrophages have been reported to stimulate the mesenchymal stem cells motility. They profoundly influence the function of macrophages. Thus, mesenchymal stem cells engage in a bidirectional interaction with macrophages that may be relevant to the therapeutic effects. For example, injection of mesenchymal stem cells was associated with promotion of functional recovery after spinal cord injury, including axonal preservations and reduced scar formation. Again, it was seen that cells of the monocyte macrophage lineage can exert neuroprotective activity following glutamate intoxication of the eye. Macrophages were found to promote neural progenitor cell renewal. Metabolism in macrophage. In M1 macrophage, anaerobic glycolysis occurs. M1 also express high levels of ferritin, that is iron storage form, and low levels of ferroportin, that is iron exporter form. They also express nitric oxide synthase and produce nitric oxide, which has microbicidal activity. M2 macrophage related functions such as tissue remodeling, repair, healing require sustained supply of energy, which is fulfilled by beta oxidation of fatty acid. It expresses low levels of ferritin but high levels of ferroportin, so it causes iron release. It also expresses high levels of arginine, which catalyzes polyamine production, which is necessary for collagen. Thank you all.
আচ্ছা এইটা থেকে
Thank you, Dr. Korobi. Assalamu alaikum and a
আ-
very good morning to you all.
আচ্ছা আপনাদের ব্যাকআপ
I am
কম্পিউটারটাতে
Dr.
একটু
Raida
চলে যান
Fairuz,
আপনাদের
phase A,
ব্যাকআপ
year
কম্পিউটারটাতে
1
চলে যান
department.
যেটাতে আছে ওখান থেকে বাকিটুকু কন্টিনিউ করেন এটাতে সিগন্যালটা ভালো পাচ্ছে না পাশের কম্পিউটারটাতে যেটা ব্যাকআপ করা আছে ওইটাতে চলে যান
শোনা যাচ্ছে না।
হ্যাঁ
জি স্যার,
হ্যাঁ ওকে
এখানে দেখতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ ডক্টর ফাইজা আগের প্রেজেন্টের জারিনকেও লাস্টের দিকে একটু সমস্যা হয়েছে, চেঞ্জ করে দেয়।
হ্যাঁ আপনাদের যে অল্টারনেটিভ কম্পিউটার রেডি রাখতে বলেছি আপনি জাস্ট সেটাতে বাকিটা কন্টিনিউ করেন
M2-like phenotype. The developmental functions of phagocytes include filling of the extracellular matrix, developmentalization of the vascular tree, shaping of tissue organization. Organs for which there is evidence for a role of macrophages development and shaping include bone, mammary gland, nervous system, and pancreas. Macrophages protect against TNF-caused bone erosion. Interleukin 33 has been reported to differentiation activation from osteoclasts to alternatively activated factor-induced bone resorption. Postpartum involution of the mammary gland is associated with high levels of IL-4 and IL-13, macrophage infiltration, and skewed polarization. Resolution of inflammation, remodeling, and tissue repair. A fundamental function of macrophage in resolution is phagocytosis of debris and apoptotic neutrophils. During resolution, macrophages produce anti-inflammatory cytokines, for example, interleukin 10, IL-1, type 2 decoy receptor, etc., which are part of M2 or M2. Some of the lipid made of arachidonic acid pathway, for example, prostaglandin E2, 12-15 lipoxygenase, are expressed by macrophages. They have a role in chronic venous ulcer. Correlative analysis in patients and model suggested that in chronic venous ulcer, the infiltrating macrophages fail to switch on when iron level is usually regulated in polarized macrophage. In models of acute ischemic heart and kidney pathology, monocytes are recruited in the tissue, and here their activation state undergoes a predominantly M2 phenotype. In experimental and human parasite infections, macrophages generally undergo a dynamic switch toward M2 polarization. Allergy represents a paradigm for interleukin 4 or interleukin 13 driven type. Here, alternative or M2 activation of macrophages occurs in allergy, and its major clinical manifestation asthma. Alternatively, activated macrophages can use profibrotic mediator. There is evidence that macrophages play a critical role in lung fibrosis, in particular with TGF-beta orchestrated fibrotic responses. Wounds that do not heal, cancer. Tumor-associated macrophages are components of infiltrate of tumors, are key regulators of inflammation and cancer. Tumor-associated macrophages were reported to have an M1-like and M2-like phenotypes in areas respectively. In particular, they can regulate, interact with, and contribute to the remodeling of cellular matrix, promote cancer cell proliferation, evasion, and metastasis, and sustain angiogenesis and lymphangiogenesis. Concluding remarks. The tissue remodeling activity of macrophages is part of a diverse pathologic conditions ranging from allergy to cancer. The trophic and remodeling function of macrophages may present both a tool and a target for therapeutic intervention. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Korobi and Dr. Ra, for your nice presentation. Now we will see the question answer session. Residents may ask question directly or through chat box.
Please look into
Here
the
is a
chat box.
question: how macrophage in placenta? Yes, sir.
Macrophages in acidural tissues are in close association with the natural killer cells that
Excuse me.
orchestrate the
Yeah, please read.
remodeling of the
Okay.
vascular bed.
Read the questions
Natural
first
killer
again.
cells interact differentially with the
Oh,
polarized
doctor.
macrophages. The
Dr.
interaction between the natural killer cell and the macrophage causes induction of the regulatory T cells and thus they cause immune suppression.
Now, second question, how tumor-associated macrophage suppress adaptive immunity? From Dr. Jigme.
Adaptive immunity from Dr. Jigme.
The immunosuppressive cytokines, that is interleukin 10 and transforming growth factor beta, are produced by tumor-associated macrophage and many types of cancer cells. The tumor-associated macrophage reduce the expression of the major histocompatibility complex type 2, and they reduce the microbicidal and tumoricidal activity. Thus, they suppress anti-tumoral adaptive immune responses. Next question.
Then another question, how macrophage alter their production of lipid mediators in polarized inflammation? From Dr. Sajjad.
Immune macrophage express high level of the cyclooxygenase 2 and cause reduced expression of the cyclooxygenase 1. In contrast, M2 macrophage express high levels of the cyclooxygenase 1 and 15 lipooxygenase. That is a precursor of the protectin and resolvins. Thus, the macrophages alter their production of the lipid mediators in polarized inflammation.
Another question from Dr. Shahriar, how pro-fibrotic function of macrophages is regulated?
The profibrotic functions of macrophages are regulated by M2 macrophages. They produce profibrotic mediators. There are several like fibrinogen, interleukin 1, and TGF-beta. They stimulate collagen production. On the other hand, there are others like serum amyloid T protein, which is an acute phase protein, which inhibit fibrosis by regulating macrophage function. Thus, there are positive and negative regulators which contribute to the profibrotic function of macrophage.
Another question from Dr. Nafisa Abidin, how macrophage contribute to tissue response to hypoxic condition?
Tissue response to hypoxic conditions. The mononuclear phagocytes adapt to hypoxia by shifting their metabolism to glycolysis. In addition, there is activation of the hypoxia-inducing factors, and they express several chemokines like angiogenic chemokines and angiogenic factors. Thus, the macrophage contribute to the tissue response to hypoxic functions.
Another question from Dr. Umme Hani, how iron metabolism is regulated in chronic inflammatory conditions?
Iron metabolism is regulated in chronic inflammatory conditions. For example, in chronic venous ulcer, we know iron overload is sustained by M1 activation. Here, they interact with the reactive oxygen species and they cause DNA damage and defective repair. And again, a similar mechanism which we saw in burn patients where there is tissue damage and high iron levels. So there is M2 skewing and decreased repair and increased inflammatory conditions.
Another question from Kasim Haji, where can we find M2 polarization in vivo?
M2 polarization We can find M2 polarization in vivo, like in placenta and embryo, during helminth infection, in obesity and cancer, in such places.
Another question from Dr. Fatima. Why M1 activated macrophage depend on anaerobic glycolysis?
M1 activated macrophages are often associated with the acute infection. So they need to quickly trigger their antimicrobial activity and bactericidal activity. So the and rapid energy requirement is fulfilled by anaerobic glycolysis.
Any more questions? Directly or from chat box?
Again, the function of tumor-associated macrophage.
Another question from Dr. Sajjad. Can you please explain again the function of tumor-associated macrophage?
Yes, thank you for the question. The tumor-associated macrophage, they infiltrate the tumor, and they act as a key regulator and as a link between inflammation and cancer. They have both M1 and M2-like phenotype, and it is seen that in normoxic condition, we find the M1 phenotype, and in hypoxic conditions, the M2 phenotype predominates. And here in the picture, we can also see that it produces some cytokines, which help in tumor growth, angiogenesis, and immunosuppression. Also, like inactivation of T cells and regulatory T cells induction. Also, they help in tumor migration and ingression and metastasis.
প্রেজেন্টেশন ওই স্লাইডটা দিয়ে রাখবেন যেখানে প্যানেলিস্টের নাম আছে, ঠিক আছে? ওই টিচার সেকশনে গেলে ওই স্লাইডটা দিয়ে রাখবেন।
Sir, we think our question and answer session will be done. Now, we will proceed to the panelist session. I would like to call our first panelist, Dr. Umme Hani Samia Alam, to give her brief about these topics.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, Madam, respected teachers, and my dear fellow colleagues. Assalamu alaikum. At first, I would like to thank presenters for their nice presentation about macrophage plasticity and polarization in tissue repair and remodeling. As a panelist, I would like to talk about tumor-associated macrophages in tumor metastasis and its therapeutic approaches. Macrophages are a type of versatile immunocytes which performs a broad spectrum of functions ranging from modulating tissue homeostasis, defense against pathogen, and facilitating wound healing. Macrophages that infiltrate tumor tissues in the microenvironment of solid tumors are defined as tumor-associated macrophages. It plays a critical role in tumor microenvironment. It affects tumor growth, tumor angiogenesis, immunomodulation, metastasis, and chemoresistance. As we know, tumor metastasis is a major contributor to the death of cancer patients. It is driven by the intrinsic alteration in tumor cells and their altered microenvironment component. Tumor-associated macrophages play a vital role in altering the tumor microenvironment as well as tumor metastasis. It promotes invasion of tumor cells, vascularization of tumor cells, and intravasation survival in the circulation, and also promote extravasation of tumor cells. It also prepares the tumor environment. That's why targeting tumor-associated macrophages to prevent tumor metastasis has attracted researchers in recent years. Different types of molecular agents against tumor-associated macrophages are emerging as potential anti-cancer therapy. These targeted therapeutic solutions mainly focus on strategies to eliminate macrophages, impairing macrophage infiltration, and suppressing phenotype conversions of M2 from M1 subtypes. As for example, trabectedin is an agent with such cytotoxic efficacy, which has been approved for treatment of soft tissue sarcoma in Europe. It functions by both directly killing tumor cells and also affecting tumor-associated macrophages based on immunomodulation. So clinical observation shows that accumulation of macrophages in tumor microenvironment is largely associated with worse disease prognosis. So tumor-associated macrophage represents a novel and attractive target that may alter the landscape of further cancer therapy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hani Samia Alom. Now, I would like to request Dr. Isma Tara for giving her brief about this article. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Chairman, Madam, respected teachers, my dear fellow colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Isma Tara, phase A year 2 student. At first, I thanks Dr. Jarin Tasnim and Dr. Raida Fairuz for the nice presentation. I would like to add some information about this topic. And today my topic is macrophage and bone inflammation. Bone metabolism is tightly regulated by the immune system. Accelerated bone destruction is observed in many bone diseases, such as rheumatoid arthritis, fracture, and particle-induced osteolysis. These pathological conditions are associated with inflammatory response, suggesting the contribution of inflammation to bone destruction. Macrophages are heterogeneous immune cells and are polarized into the pro-inflammatory M1 and anti-inflammatory M2 phenotype in different microenvironments. The cytokines produced by the macrophage depends on the macrophage activity. Derived cytokines are important to bone loss and inflammatory bone disease. Macrophages play an important role in rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is a chronic inflammatory disease characterized by joint inflammation and subsequent cartilage destruction and bone erosion. The typical symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis are synovial hypertrophy and inflammation caused by the accumulation of fibroblasts, lymphocyte, neutrophil, and macrophages. Among them, activated macrophages are the main source of inflammatory cytokines. So it is well accepted that macrophages play an important role in the pathogenesis of rheumatoid arthritis. Again, macrophages also are responsible for pathogenesis of osteoarthritis, which is characterized by the cartilage breakdown, synovial fibrosis, and osteophyte formation. Synovial inflammation can be found in both early and late stages in most osteoarthritic patients and is recognized as a characteristic of osteoarthritis. The accumulation of macrophages in the synovial lining can be recognized as the main morphological characteristics of synovitis. Also, macrophages also take part in healing of fracture of bone. So, bone and the immune system are closely linked both in physiological and pathological conditions. And inflammation and macrophages are responsible for the bone loss in many clinical diseases. Thank you.
as a resident chairperson to give her short view regarding this article. Dr. Sadia Afroz.
Yes. Honorable Chairman, respected teachers, and my fellow colleague, Assalamu alaikum to this very good morning to all. Dr. Sadia Afroz, Phase B Year 4 resident. Thank you, Dr. Korobi, for your elaborative presentation on such a complicated molecular pathway. Macrophage is a part of our adaptive and innate immune response. Macrophages are derived from hematopoietic stem cells as monocytes and polarized into two pathways. Classically activated pathway, those called M1, exert their function to promote inflammation and microbicidal action. Alternatively, activated macrophages, those are called M2, exert their function on tissue repair, fibrosis, vasculogenesis, remodeling, and to resolve inflammation. Macrophages have the property of plasticity with their phenotype, by which their phenotype and functions are regulated by alternating microenvironmental stimuli. The imbalance of reciprocal interaction of M1 and M2 pathway can produce different pathological conditions. In infection or inflammation, M1 pathway play major role promoting event. Overactivity of M2 pathway contributes to disease process like complicated pregnancies, inflammatory disease of different organs like heart, lungs, liver, kidney, etc., asthma, allergic conditions, autoimmune diseases, etc. Dr. Samia focused on tumor-associated macrophages phenotype, which promotes tumor progression, dissemination, angiogenesis, and matrix degradation. Now, I want to add little information regarding a non-neoplastic condition on interstitial lung disease, which can be fatal within 3 years if severe enough, and yet no satisfactory treatment to be invented. Pulmonary macrophages are crucially important sentinels that are integral to pulmonary host defense. They can both drive or resolve fibroproliferative responses to injury. Pulmonary macrophages are of two types, alveolar and interstitial, that reside in lung parenchyma. Interstitial monocytes derived cells such as dendritic cells, macrophages, fibrocytes play a role in promoting interstitial lung disease. These cells promote fibrosis by deposition of extracellular matrix by fibroblasts, producing necrosis of alveolar epithelial cells and causing denudation of basement membrane. This is overall about the pathogenesis of interstitial lung disease. Therapies that target the macrophage polarization and function by either blocking their trafficking to sites of inflammation or skewing M1 to M1 phenotype, M1 to M2 phenotype polarization may hold the clinical promise in this condition. Blockade of macrophage products such as chemokine like CCL18, enzyme chitinase 3, anti-macrophage antibody against CD11B surface antigen for interstitial macrophage and CD11C surface antigen for alveolar macrophage may prove to be helpful. Cellular transfer therapies by macrophage transplantation can reduce the lipopolysaccharide-induced injury by M1 pathways. This can be newer therapeutic interventions on interstitial lung disease using M1 and M2 polarization. That's all from me. Thank you for patience hearing.
Thank you, Dr. Sadia Afroz. Now I would like to proceed to our teachers session. Our honorable teachers may ask questions or share their valuable thoughts and guidance with us.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tahsin. And thanks all presenter for your presentation. Now I would like to proceed on teachers session. Do you have any question or comments about this presentation from teachers side? Dr. Soumitra, Dr. Vishnu, who are present here. Can you hear me?
Yes, madam, we
Yes,
can
madam.
hear you. Actually, this article has been chosen from the reference and further reading section of Robinson Cotton Pathologic Basis of Disease 10th edition. So this is not something extraordinarily out of the syllabus or something, but this was aimed at understanding the macrophage, the pivotal role of macrophage within the context of health and disease. And since this particular cell comes in various flavors, in various shapes and various phenotypes, and in a day-to-day practice, we always try to find macrophage or some of its derivatives in some form in different contexts. Sometimes we find it, try to find it as an evidence of some cystic lesion. Sometimes we try to find it as an evidence of particular type of chronic inflammation. Sometimes we try to identify it as a part of tumor. So as macrophage plays so many versatile roles, therefore I decided to assign the residents to understand this cell a bit better, so that they understand what they're looking beyond the morphology of the macrophage. They also know the pathology. So I think they have done the job, their level based. There are some technical issues, but we had some backup plans, so we could continue the program despite the initial disturbances on internet connection. But overall, I think they elaborated the expected complexities of this particular cell properly. And the question answer session was so lively as well. And therefore, the question that I would have asked, as some of the questions has already been asked by the resident audience. So this was also appreciable from my standpoint. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Soumitra. Okay, I agree with you. We have chosen a very nice topic regarding understanding of macrophage activity and its morphology, why these macrophages are has so many morphological features, and we are day-to-day practice, we are seeing many types of morphology of macrophage also, and we have now understand that there are many functions that has been performed by macrophage. And the presenters, all of them have nicely elaborated their main two characteristic features of classically activated macrophage and alternate pathway activated macrophage, and all these main types of macrophage have opposite function. Okay, do you have any question from? And I also appreciate the question answer session. That is really appreciable that Dr. Zareen and Faiza, they have nicely answered all the questions asked by the resident. Do you have any questions, Dr. Vishnu, or comments regarding presentation?
Yes, madam. Thank you. I want to say something regarding the presentation. The topic selection is good, excellent, no question about that. But regarding presentation, what I have seen that they supplied only that means they supplied only carbohydrate or protein or fat, not supply the balanced diet. That might be more palatable. If you supply only dry food, it is very difficult to swallow. So sometimes you put some drinks also, so that it would be more palatable. The presenter supposed to the supervisor force them, and they are bound to do the presentation. I thought these sorts of things happen, but you have to make it more palatable. As I if I got the chance to present the topic, at first I would go for what is macrophage plasticity, what is macrophage polarization. Then I would go for anything else, because you have to first realize the topic to the audience. All audience are not so much scientifically sound or so much PhD holder. So, but the presenter seems to be that thought that all of the participation there remains in the actually or virtually with them, or all of them are PhD holder. That's why the easy things would not be discussed here. It will not be right way. You have to make it more palatable, more easily understandable. Sometimes Dr. Professor Kamal also said that you can add some quotation regarding this or that. But in our presentation, like 2 or 3 previous presentation, I am noticed that the resident probably forcibly or as a part of their curriculum, they have to sign the logbook. That's why they are performing this. But it will be more palatable. It will be more something as you have to বাংলায় বললে কিছু রস এখানে দিতে হবে, এটা রসালো হচ্ছে না, জাস্ট ড্রাই হয়ে যাচ্ছে প্রেজেন্টেশনটা। You have to make it more palatable so that the audience grip it easily. And my question also there, sometimes we mention that macrophage type 1, type 2, sometimes interleukin 1, interleukin 23, interleukin 10. So my question is, why it is 1 and 2? Why macrophage M alpha or M beta? Who have the authority to mention this or name this as interleukin 1, interleukin 23, interleukin 10, like this, or M1, M2? Any presenter or any panelist can do this answer?
I think Dr. Vishnu, you know the answer. If you know that, you express to the audience. A pathology, basic subject of the pathology is a little bit dry that you have told here, but we must make it palatable by understanding everything. Okay, do you know that the answer, Dr. Vishnu? I think you know the
Did
answer.
presenter know the what is macrophage plasticity? And then my question is now,
Any
what is
presenter?
macrophage plasticity? Any presenter?
What is the meaning of plasticity?
Yes, what is macrophage plasticity, or the meaning of plasticity? Why is this term is applied with the macrophage?
Plasticity, macrophage plasticity means changing the shaping of macrophage. That is from M1 to M2, M2 conversion.
M1, M2 is the shape conversion type or function conversion?
Function conversion.
Is it only phenotypic change or functional change also?
Both phenotypic and functional changes.
Both.
The functional change that not means the plasticity.
Okay, I think
Actually,
that's why
plasticity
if
means
you-
easily changeable. That is not rigid. It's easily changeable.
Hello.
That's why you have to clarify the term previously before you going to presentation. Say what is,
Dr. Soumitra, do you want to add something?
Yes, madam. Actually, the thing is that the nomenclature of different things, different terms. This is actually one of my favorite interests, although it doesn't have much value in practice, but for my own interest, I try to know the history behind names of different things. So, so far I know the macrophage M1 macrophage, it was and the M and 1, these two things come from two different places and put together as M1. The 1
Yes.
of M1, it came from the TH1, that is T helper cell pathway 1. So that 1 came from TH1 because the previously T helper cell pathway 1 and T helper cell pathway 2, those two things were already there. So 1 came from T helper cell 1 pathway, but the M doesn't come from macrophage. It comes from the discoverer, that is Mechanis was the scientist. His name starts with M and TH1 pathway 1, so M1. And later when it was discovered that TH2 helper T cell pathway 2 also has its own type of macrophage, then to maintain the continuity, it was named as M2. Although the second type, it was not discovered by Mechanis, but honoring his name, that was also continued as M1, then M2. And later there are other types of macrophages, other phenotypes of macrophages has also been discovered, like M17. So that was actually the 17 came from a T helper cell 17 associated. That there are, but there are main two types. There are other types. The research is going on, but mostly in practice we see M1 and M2. And regarding
আমি কিছু একটু যোগ করব
হ্যাঁ okay
Okay.
হ্যাঁ
What you're saying? Are you complete? Have you complete your?
Well, madam, just one thing more, that is the plasticity is come from the malleability that has the capacity like a fluid to change its size, shape, etc. It's fluidic in nature.
নমনীয়তা
নমনীয়তা
Noniyota,
নমনীয়তা।
easily.
like in plastic, we plastic products, we use products made of plastic. It comes from the fact that if you just you can just melt it in not very high temperatures is needed to melt most of the plastic, and then you can just mold it in another way, make another thing. So the plastic neural
মানে
plasticity,
কাদামাটির মতো বলতে পারেন আর কি, কাদামাটি যেমন আপনি
হ্যাঁ।
শেপ করা যায় বিভিন্ন লাইক দ্যাট, লাইক দ্য ক্লে ইউ ক্যান মেক
Exactly.
শেপ ইজিলি।
yes,
আচ্ছা,
and
সৌমিত্র,
হ্যাঁ
আমি সেটাই বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম
আমি একটু বলি বিষ্ণু,
হ্যাঁ,
একটু
ওকে ওকে
অবশ্যই, জি, জি।
ওকে ডক্টর মশিউর।
ম্যাডাম, বিষ্ণু যেটা
Yes,
বলেছে
বলেন।
ম্যাডাম, এটা কিন্তু খুবই রিলেভেন্ট। গত দুই একটা সেশনে, এর আগে সেশনও ওরা যেসব টাইটেল ইউজ করে সেই টাইটেল গুলা কিন্তু ডিসকাস করে না। প্রথম দুই তিনটা স্লাইড কিন্তু এই যে প্লাস্টিসিটি কি ওরা নিজেরাই বুঝে না, কিন্তু এরকম একটা জার্নাল প্রেজেন্ট করে চলে যাচ্ছে ম্যাডাম। তো আমার একটা ফান্ডামেন্টাল কোশ্চেন ছিল যে দুইজন প্রেজেন্ট করেছে ওনাদের কাছে, আচ্ছা ম্যাক্রোফেজ টিস্যু, আমরা যেহেতু প্যাথোলজি স্টুডেন্ট, টিস্যু সেকশনে ম্যাক্রোফেজ এপিয়ার করবে কিভাবে আপনি আইডেন্টিফাই করবেন টিস্যুতে ম্যাক্রোফেজকে? অনেক তো ফিজিওলজি অনেক কিছু বললেন, এখন টিস্যুতে কিভাবে চিনবেন ম্যাক্রোফেজ, এটা একটু বলেন আমাকে প্রেজেন্টাররা।
They are first year student, huh? Okay. We should ask question first year student as first year, and second year student as thinking that he is now on second year, and third year and fourth year. Though the topic is very much ki bolbo khotmota for everybody, but for the first year student eta holo they are thinking of how macrophage acting on the body and pathogenesis. In that aspect topic selection is not so wrong, I think.
ম্যাক্রোফেজের কাজ, এটা তো বুঝতে হবে।
কাজ
আর এটা আমাদের খুবই একটা কমন কোশ্চেন, what is the role of macrophage in chronic inflammation? This is a very common question, in readers also.
They will not go through the journal also, so they will go through the pathology, pathology, and understand the various functions of macrophage, and their question answer session is very good. I think they have fundamental knowledge on macrophage. And can you answer the question asked by Dr. Moshiur, Dr. Zareen and Faiza? কিরকম দেখা যায় ম্যাক্রোফেজ কে টিস্যুতে কিভাবে আপনি চিনবেন? হাউ, মানে আপনি একটু দেখেছেন কিনা সেটাই শুধু বলেন, যে না স্যার আমি দেখি নাই বা আমি দেখেছি।
জি ম্যাডাম, দেখেছি।
ওকে, তো বলেন স্যারকে কিরকম এটা দেখতে, এটাই তো কোশ্চেন ছিল।
জি জি,
Kidney shape
আবার কোশ্চেনটা শুনতে চাচ্ছে।
How macrophage appears in the tissue section?
জি স্যার, সিঙ্গেল সেল কিডনি শেপ নিউক্লিয়াস থাকবে।
কিডনি শেপ। আমি ম্যাক্রোফেজ সম্পর্কে জানতে চাচ্ছি, আপনাকে মনোসাইট সম্পর্কে জানতে চাই।
কিডনির কি ডেফিনিট কোন
সাইজ অফ দ্য ম্যাক্রোফেজ,
লার্জ
সাইজ বলেন।
সরি স্যার, এক্সাক্ট সাইজটা বলতে পারছি
তাহলে
না।
আপনাদের প্রেজেন্টেশনে আপনাদের শুরুতেই ম্যাক্রোফেজ সম্পর্কে যখন এত কিছু বলবেন, ম্যাক্রোফেজ কিভাবে প্যাথোলজিতে টিস্যু সেকশনে দেখা যায়, সাইজ কত, এটা কি রকম দেখতে, এগুলো আপনাদের দুইটা স্লাইড থাকা উচিত ছিল। প্লাস্টিসিটি কি, পোলারাইজেশন কি, তারপর আপনারা ফিজিওলজির যে এত ফাংশন এগুলো বলেছেন, তখন এগুলো কাজে লাগতো।
না, এগুলো বলার মানে এই নয় যে আমরা
এটা কাজে লাগবে না,
ঠিক করতেছি। জি ম্যাডাম, আমরা চাচ্ছি মানে প্রেজেন্টেশনটাও তো শিখতে হবে। ওরা ওদের মেইন কাজ হবে কিন্তু স্টুডেন্ট পড়ানো। পাস করার পরে এমন বোরিং ক্লাস নেবে, দেখা যাবে সব স্টুডেন্ট ঘুমাই যাচ্ছে অথবা ডিস্টার্ব করতেছে ক্লাসে। ওর জন্য কিভাবে ক্লাসকে মজাদার করতে হয়, অ্যাট্রাকটিভ করতে হয়, সেটাও কিন্তু শিখতে হবে। প্রেজেন্টেশনের এটাও একটা অংশ। এখানে যেমন আপনারা প্রথমে কিন্তু কন্টেন্টটা দিতে পারতেন যে আমি কি আলাপ করতে যাচ্ছি। আলাপ করার জন্য আপনি প্রিলিমিনারি একটা ইন্ট্রোডাকশন দিয়ে কন্টেন্ট দিয়ে তারপর আস্তে আস্তে যান। হ্যাঁ, কন্টেন্ট এবং কনক্লুশন থেকেও কিন্তু অনেকে অনেক কিছু শিখে ফেলে। এবং আপনি তখনই প্যালেটেবল একটা বা অ্যাট্রাকটিভ লেকচার দিতে পারবেন যখন আপনার ভিতরে নলেজ গুলো থাকবেন। যেমন এই যে M1 কি, এটা যদি না জানেন, আপনি না জানলে ওটা আপনার প্রেজেন্টেশনে রিফ্লেকশন হবে, আপনি জানেন না, এগুলো কাট করতে হবেই। আপনি যত বাস জানবেন, এই ইন্টারলিউকিন 32 কেন নামকরণ করা হলো, M1 কেন নামকরণ, এগুলো না বললেও আপনি যদি জানেন, তখন এটা রিফ্লেকশন আপনার প্রেজেন্টেশন আসবে, তখন এগুলো অটোমেটিক্যালি মানে অ্যাট্রাকটিভ হয়ে যাবে। আর যদি আপনি মানে ভাষা আপনার দায়িত্ব শেষ করার জন্য প্রেজেন্টেশন দেন, সেটা কখনোই মানে গ্রহণযোগ্য বা অ্যাট্রাকটিভ প্রেজেন্টেশন হবে না। থ্যাংক ইউ। আশা করি সামনে
থ্যাংক ইউ ডক্টর বিষ্ণু ফর describing everything. আচ্ছা, কারণ you will be teacher also, you will be teacher, consultant and you will be researcher, আপনারা তিনটাই হবেন। কাজে আন্ডারগ্রেডের টিচার হইতে হইলে মানে কিভাবে ক্লাসকে গ্রহণযোগ্যতা করতে হবে সেটার জন্য আরো প্যালেটেবল করে বললে it will be more easier. এটা তো ট্রেনিং এর শুরু, I think you will do better in future. আচ্ছা, এখন ডক্টর মশিউর, আপনি একটু ওদেরকে একটু সাপ্লিমেন্ট করেন স্ট্রাকচারটা কি একটু, তাহলে they will be benefited.
আচ্ছা, জি ম্যাডাম। ম্যাক্রোফেজ তো মনোসাইট থেকে আসে এবং ম্যাক্রোফেজের ডায়ামিটার 16 to 20 মাইক্রোমিটার এবং এটা টিস্যুতে কিডনি শেপ না, এটা লার্জ রাউন্ড সেল দ্যাট কন্টেইন এ সেন্ট্রাল রাউন্ড নিউক্লিয়াস, অ্যাবান্ডেন্ট ভেকুলেটেড সাইটোপ্লাজম, এভাবে অ্যাপিয়ার করে। এবং এতটুক যদি জানা যায় যে টিস্যু এবং বিভিন্ন কোন কোন অর্গানে ম্যাক্রোফেজ কি নামে থাকে এবং হিস্টিওসাইট কোনটা, এই জিনিসগুলো আপনাদের মরফোলজিক্যাল বা প্যাথোলজির অংশ হিসেবে এগুলো একটু জানতে হবে। শুধু মানে ফিজিওলজিক্যাল স্টেট এবং ফাংশন, তার সাথে আমাদের যেহেতু মরফোলজিটা আপনাদের এই কয়দিন পরেই টিস্যুতে দেখতে হবে, সেজন্য এই অংশটাও একটু জোর দিতে হবে। সেজন্যই আমি এই প্রশ্নটা করেছিলাম আর কি ম্যাডাম।
ওকে,
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you. Is there any question or comment? Dr. Gulshana? Saika? Saika, if you don't have any question or comment, I want to conclude the session by...
Yes, no, thank you.
Okay, because all of us
already.
আমি একটু কথা বলতে চাই। হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ বলেন।
হ্যালো,
সরি, হ্যাঁ বলেন।
আমি বাসা থেকে বলতেছি আর কি। যাক,
থ্যাংক ইউ।
না, বলতে চাচ্ছি, হ্যাঁ, ওই যে মশিউর এবং বিষ্ণুর মতো আসলে আমরা ইন্ট্রোডাকশন হিসেবে প্রথমে একটা যে সেল সম্বন্ধে জানি কি ম্যাক্রোফেজ সম্বন্ধে আমরা দিতে পারতাম। এটা নরমাল ফাংশন, যে এটা ক্রনিক ইনফ্লামেশনে থাকে এবং এটা ডিস্ট্রাকশন এন্ড হিলিং এর মানে বোথ সাইডে সে কাজ করে। এটা একটা প্রিলিমিনারি একটা ইন্ট্রোডাকশন, আমরা শেপ, সাইজ এগুলি আমরা বলতে পারি। আরেকটা জিনিস যেটা সেটা মানে আমরা আগে করতাম, যেটা প্রত্যেকটা জার্নাল ক্লাবে আমরা আগে ওই টিচারদেরকে একটা কপি, হার্ড কপি দিয়ে দিতাম, যে মানে স্যাররা আগে দেখে মানে এটার সম্বন্ধে আইডিয়া করা বা তাতে প্রশ্ন করা এবং সাজেশন দেওয়া মানে একটা সুযোগ হয় আর কি। জিনিসটা আসলে মানে এখন ভার্চুয়ালি অনেক, তাহলে এটা মেইলও দেওয়া যেতে পারে, যে ওই হার্ড কপি সোর্স অফ মানে এই ইয়েটা জার্নালটা, এটা হইলে ভালো হয় আর কি, আগে যেটা আমরা পেতাম। আর মোটামুটি এটা আমাদের আসলে এই ম্যাক্রোফেজ আমাদের ভাইটাল রোল প্লে করে অনেক জায়গায়, এটার উপস্থিতি আছে। আমরা এটা একটা আসলে টপিকটা খুবই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ, সবাই ভালোভাবেই বলছে। তো মোটামুটি সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ দিয়ে আমি শেষ করছি। ধন্যবাদ।
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir.
জি।
ইমেলটা স্যার আপনার কাছে কি মানে somehow
they have actually they have sent the email 3 or 4 days before.
Okay,
Somehow মনে হয় কবির ভাই has missed.
yes.
সৌমিত্র,
Yes,
sir,
sorry, sir.
জার্নাল
Journal.
জার্নালটা
Oh.
ওরা
They have
ইমেলে অ্যাটাচ করে
email
দিচ্ছে।
attach করে
So
দিয়েছে আর কি।
somehow some technical fault was, I think, there. I have to I'll look into it. Why your email address was.
না ওই যে হার্ড কপি পড়া অভ্যাস তো বুঝলেন না,
আচ্ছা।
অনেকে তো
হ্যাঁ,
সফট
মানে
কপি পড়ছে।
we are not in your generation, we are one generation
না।
back people.
অনেক সময়
We
হয়
always like hard copy.
উপস্থিত ডেসক্রিপশন বা মানে ইয়েগুলি বলাগুলি এগুলি আসলে সবকিছু কোরিলেট করা একটু মানে কঠিন হয়ে যায় অনেক সময়। নিউ টার্মস আছে, নিউ ইয়ে আছে, যেটা হার্ড কপি থাকলে হয়তো একবার পড়ে নিলে জিনিসটা মানে বুঝতে ভালো হয় আর কি, সেটাই বলছি।
I'd like to thanks all teachers for their valuable comments. যেটা থেকে we have come to the idea that যে একটা জেনারেল একটা যদি আপনি বলেন how macrophage look like and what does mean by plasticity and what is meant by polarization, that is 2 types of opposite characters macrophage will appear in the tissue during inflammation and in repair. There are 2 types of macrophage are present in the body and they have distinct role. এই ধরনের সিম্পল কথাবার্তা দিয়ে যে if you start your presentation, that will be more easier for the audience. ঠিক আছে, অডিয়েন্সের জন্য একটু ছোট্টভাবে সোজাভাবে বললে তো এটা হলো as a beginner your presentation is good. I think supervisor is also trying to do best for his student. নেক্সট ইয়েতেও আমি এন্ড সুপারভাইজার অলরেডি অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওদেরকে গাইড করেছে যে যেটা ওই যে 8টা বুলেট করে বলা, ওগুলা দে হ্যাভ মেইনটেইন দ্যাট থিং অলসো। এবং সামনের বার আমি আশা করছি যে দে উইল ডু বেটার ফ্রম today's presentation. Gradually they will improve day by day. This is normal. I don't want to waste your time. I want to thank you, all of you, especially supervisor, for arranging journal club regularly. Okay, now we can conclude the session.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.